Hello, everybody. It is John and the master producer Pippin. Yes, he's finding it a little cold today, and has obviously the producer is bored already with my production, which yes. Oh dear, you can't obviously you can't please everybody all of the time, which apparently I have found that I can't. So what am I talking about today? Yes, I have found that my disenchantment with modern role-playing is fast becoming entrenched. So much so that I'm actually going back to my grass roots in many cases. And look, to be honest, I'm finding that, particularly with, say, 5th edition D&D, is that this plethora in character classes and races is just too much, far too much. And if anything, I'm going back to, for instance, I like the original D&D, and for instance with the, I guess, the basic and the expert, and for instance even with I've even gone and had a look at this one, the Dungeon Crawl Classics, where you've only got a very limited number of, I guess, character classes which include races. So like for instance with the original dungeons and I suppose the basic and expert sets, before we hit the advanced Dungeons and Dragons, like we only had, for instance, the fighter, the magic user, the cleric, the dwarf. Do we have the halfling? Can't remember. Look, it's been ages since I've actually looked at it. But we had only a set number of options available to us. And to be honest, I think it was far better that there was a limited amount that was available and that people could function within that availability. And I think that giving people too many options, I think, has spoilt the game far too much, in the fact that now people are just asking for far too much. And it has become to the point, I think, that there are just too much functionality now within the game, that for a game master it's almost impossible, say for myself under the 5th edition, to know everything. And to be quite honest, I don't. I leave it up to the players to tell me what it is that their character class does, or what all their spells do. And of course, a lot of purists who, play, go, well, you should know this all. It's your role as the game master to be able to know all this. And I go, well, look, I can't remember everything from every rule set and all the functionality that comes with 5th ed. I'm here to provide a role-playing experience. I'm here to provide you with an adventure that you can work your way through. I'm here to tell a story. And I'm a storyteller first and foremost. And I really don't want to be bogged down with spending, 2/3 of my time, I guess, conducting a combat situation, which, to be honest, is what happens with a lot of the games that tend to be played. And it is, some people find that entertaining. You provide the entertainment that your group wants. I myself far prefer the storytelling aspect and the campaign building and the aspect of people being able to create an environment that builds the I guess, the world that I have developed, and that's what I look forward to when I create adventures. But yeah. Anyway, so that's where I guess I'm going these days, is that I'm going back in time. I'm quite happy with the original versions of many role-playing games. Like, for instance, with my Call of Cthulhu. I'm happy to play with the first edition of Call of Cthulhu. Quite happy to play with the first edition of RuneQuest or Tunnels and Trolls. You know, a lot of these companies, it is their relevance, their businesses. They need to, well, it's like the universities. It's publish or die. And that is just the way that the economy really works, is that, you know, hey, look, we can't keep producing or publishing the same material. We've got to produce something new because nobody's going to keep buying the same old books, even though there's really nothing wrong with the previous edition. And of course, we've got new generation of people coming along who go, pooh, there's, you know, these old farts like me don't know anything about the new generation of players coming through, and we want to put a stamp on how the new versions should be run. And look, they're entitled to do as they like, and good on them for doing something that they feel they should take ownership on. That's their look, that's up to them if they want to do it. But honestly, I'm quite happy with my previous versions. And look, there are younger people who are more than happy to play older versions of the game, and there are older people who are happy enough to play with the new versions. Look, everybody's happy to play whatever versions they want, and really nobody should be trying to impose their viewpoints on others as to what is right or wrong with how they wish to play games. And that ultimately is the bottom line. So that's my 2 cents worth. So till next time, signing off, the Honourable John and his producer, who almost got comfortable. So till next time, signing off. Till then, bye.